Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Tuesday morning as you see this. I'm actually recording this Monday afternoon, so I hope you're well. I hope the Monday treated you well. I hope your Tuesday is going to treat you even better. Obviously, this is the Lone Roundup. Every Tuesday morning, you know how it goes. The Lone Roundup is always a Tuesday morning. We're talking about the good, bad and ugly. There's some really great performances. As you can expect, there is one absolute outstanding one. There's a few sorry states of affairs, but we're going to talk about it all in just a short second. Just want to say, if you're watching this, you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. I also have been on the second channel as well as this channel, uploading more videos. Second channel's got some F1, it's got some Ultimate Team. This channel obviously now has its career mode, so do go back and watch them if you've missed them. Very much appreciate any guidance you can give me. I'm pretty much an idiot when it comes to these things. And description down below for the second channel if you want to go have a watch of some of my more casual stuff. So let's jump in. Let's talk about the guys out on loan. And I tell you what, I think it would be a wise decision to talk about the man who absolutely killed it at the weekend. It was Friday night. It was Friday the 4th of October. Over in Belgium, Westerlo versus Beerschot, and Luka Vuskovic scoring 2. And he scored both goals. Both goals were equalising goals as well, by the way. But scoring 2 in this game, and he is having a brilliant loan spell out in Belgium. And I was really happy, actually, when he got moved to Belgium, because it is a really solid league. It's a league that I think is severely underrated. I think people look at, obviously you look at the top leagues and there's nothing else. The Belgian league is actually a really good league for development, and he is developing a lot. You see a lot of Belgian reports. You see a lot of sort of reports from, decent size social media pages talking about how excellent he has been in Belgium, saying that he's actually been one of the best players of the league. So, which is really exciting for us. Obviously, he joins us really next summer, and as much as I sat there in the summer and said I'd love to get a centre half, and I still would love to get a centre half, Ange had said, they're counting on potentially both, but Vuskovic and Phillips being a part of the setup next year. Now, that might spell something for Ben Davies. That might spell something for Christian Romero. Because these things, you've got to be keeping an eye on. There is a Real Madrid interest for a reason, after all. And also, Alfie Devine played in this game. Both played 90 minutes, Should have won this game, though. 25 shots, 70% possession, 13 corners. Absolutely battered them. The fact that he kept going in behind is mental. But yeah, they should have won that game, absolutely. Moving over to... I'll just give you a little bit of heads up of Leeds United. Manor Solomon still out injured and didn't play in their 2-2 draw Friday night against away to Sunderland. If you haven't seen already, you must have seen it. If you haven't seen it already, the Sunderland equalising goal in the 97th minute is a almighty goalkeeping howler. Please go watch it. It's absolutely ridiculous that that's gone in. Other bits of updates. Ashley Phillips is back from injury. He didn't play in the 6-1 win Wednesday against Portsmouth. 6-1, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. But they won, and I think they needed it, because looking at it, Stoke were struggling, and Portsmouth are a team this year I think they're going to struggle. Portsmouth are the only team in the Championship that have not won a game. So Stoke really needed to win that one. The fact they won it, and won it with such a big goal difference swing, I think that's massive for them. And, is it going to help them kick on? We'll have to wait and see. I want to talk about some really interesting news out in Spain with Girona, because Brian Hill, he didn't actually start the game against Athletic Bilbao. He actually came off the bench, and just want to look at when they actually brought him on. So he came on in the 59th minute for Arnaut Danjuma. They won 2-1. Obviously, great result for them. They were struggling somewhat with form, having not won in, I think, at least 4, maybe even 5. Having won, this one was a good one, especially with Athletic Bilbao being higher in the league. But the thing I noticed with this was that Brian Hill actually got called up to the Spanish squad, which is the first time I think since 2021. He's been called up to the Spanish squad, but he's actually pulled out with injury again, second time in a row, which is a bit of a shame for him, really. But that just shows, if you're not aware, he is actually having a really solid start to the season. And I'm happy. Do you know what? I'm happy for him. As much as I sit there and go, oh, it's good for us if we want to cash in on him next summer. It's good on us to get fee, blah, 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 blah. Him as a person, I'm just happy for him as a person. He's settled down really well. He's playing consistently decent amounts of football. but he's also doing well in that time. And getting a Spanish call-up, you don't get that without playing well, you know? So there's that. Moving over to a team that's maybe somewhat falling out of form. And someone that, I've talked about this team having a really good start to the season, but form-wise, they are starting to struggle a little bit at the moment. So talk about Notts County. George Abbott didn't start this game. He actually came on at half-time. And they were 1-0 down already by this point. Port Vale scored in the 23rd minute. I mean, Notts County had double the shots, but had the same amount of shots on target. 73% possession, double the corners. Absolutely battered them silly. But you know what? I talked only a few weeks ago, Notts County were top of the league. They're actually now 5th. So they've fallen out of the automatic promotion spot, which, by the way, they're 1 point out of it with a better goal difference than every team above them. I think they've got the best goal difference in the league. They do have the best goal difference in the league. But, when you look at in their last 5 games, 2 wins, 2 losses and a draw, for the way they started, that's not great. That is not great. I mean, 10 games played, 17 goals scored, 9 goals conceded isn't too bad, but it's a little bit rocky the last few weeks. Only 1 win in 4. So, look, I think they'll come back around, personally. I don't see it being a long-term situation. They play tomorrow in the Football League Trophy against Northampton Town at home. I expect them to win that one, if I'm honest. Famous last words. It could probably be one of those ones where I say that and Northampton are going to do them in. But I've got a feeling because Northampton are quite low in their league, and League One are the league above. And I just think Notts County at home, I think they can get them. I do think they can get them. Oxford United flavour news with Dane Scarlett. And again, minutes off of the bench. He came off the bench in the 69th minute for the other striker, Mark Harris, in a 1-1 draw at home. Away to Portsmouth. So someone who we just talked about, Portsmouth, who haven't won it yet. They've the second bottom of the league. I mean, Oxford right now playing 9, 3 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. They're sitting 10th. I mean, they're only, I think they're probably about 3 or 4 points off of the playoff position at the moment. So it's still a really strong start to the season. That's one of those that we probably looked at and thought we could win this one. And having them win that one would have been really massive for them, in my opinion. So it is what it is. Bit of a shame. Moving on to Espanyol, good win for them. Espanyol 2-1 win at home to Real Mallorca. Alejo Veliz did start this game, which is always nice. He's getting good minutes. He played 83 minutes, so 0 complaints there. And he's having a really good strong start to his time at Espanyol. The Spanish press seem to have sort of bought into him quite well. I think for us as well, we talk about Lankshears, and we talk about players like that. The idea is hopefully to one of them to really develop this season and really take that leap. Is it the Lankshears, Scarlett or Veliz? One of the 3. Because if there is a situation where they go, actually, one of them has taken a really big leap and we actually think he should be playing more football, then you've got Solanke, you've got this guy. There is an odd guy out in the middle that I'm not going to say it, but there might be a situation where Spurs might go, actually, we don't need him anymore. And that's what I think Spurs are hoping for. Will it come around like that? I think it's hard to say, in my opinion. It's hard to say. Leyton Orient flavoured news, 2-1 loss away to Lincoln City. Now, Lincoln City obviously sitting in the playoff position at the moment, sitting in 4th. Obviously, Leyton Orient down in 19th. Back-to-back losses, haven't only 1 win in 5. Not great at the moment, but I mean, they had more possession. They were getting on the ball a lot more, and it's one of the things I think the chances they're creating are alright, but they're not doing enough with them anyway. I mean, Donnelly did start, and Josh Keeley didn't start, by the way. He wasn't in the squad, but Donnelly started. He actually got substituted after Leyton Orient got their goal back. So he substituted in the 81st minute. And it's one of those ones that it's a bit stop-start in the moment. I think it'll come good, and I think he'll play a lot of football, but I don't think Leyton Orient can be any good this season. And that's no offence to Leyton Orient fans. You know what I mean? I'm not digging anyone there, if you know what I mean. Because probably people probably think I would be. And to round off with Barnsley favoured news with Matthew Craig out in Barnsley in League One. A 2-0 loss away to Huddersfield. They conceded the second one in the 96th minute. It's probably one of those where Barnsley were pushing really, really hard to get that equaliser and obviously just got caught. But, again, Matthew Craig playing a lot of football at the moment. And Barnsley sitting about mid-table and 11th at the moment, having played 10, scored 15, conceded 15. So there lies maybe a slight issue there. 4 wins, 3 draws, 3 losses. I mean, out of the playoff hunt by a singular point. Yeah. And off the automatics by 5 points. So not all doom and gloom. Especially in these leagues, what I've sort of come across and noticed as time goes by with these leagues is all you need is a good 3 or 4 games and you just rocket through the league. If you have 3 or 4 bad games, I think what you kind of see is, especially like last season when I was thinking about the championship we had, like obviously Japhet Tanganga at Millwall, is that Millwall, they'd have a few games and they plummet. And then a few games where they just kick everyone's backsides and they get a few maybe lucky wins and they just rocket through the league. And it's something similar with League One and League Two. So I don't think it's the end of the world right now. Obviously, so early on in the season, we've played just over a fifth of the games. I think there's so much more time left on the clock for these teams to really get back in there and do what they do. But we shall see. But guys, I hope you did drop a like on the video. If you did, hit me in the comment section what your thoughts and feelings about the boys out on loan. Good, bad or ugly, whatever it is. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, at the end of the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.